Hi, welcome back, guys. As you can see, we have a guest here with us. This is my husband, Matt. He's been in a few of our other videos, and today we have something special planned. You might hear running in the background because he's over here playing, but Matt and I are getting ready to celebrate something very special in the next week. Next Sunday is what?
You tell me. Oh, is this a test? 6 years.
Yes,
of marriage.
Yes, our anniversary is next Sunday, and we will have been married for 6 years. So I wanted to do a special video, and today we're going to be doing some marriage assumptions. So on a few different platforms, I reached out to just random, just get some feedback of people just asking or making assumptions about our marriage. So I have those on my phone here, and we're just gonna kind of go through them, and then we'll both talk about them.
Yeah.
Sound good? So the first assumption was that we got married. So for those of you that do not know, I am 26. He is
28.
He's old. No, but yes, we did get married. I would say young. I was 20. You were 22? Yeah.
Yeah, some 23 maybe. Yeah.
You're 22 because it was in June.
Yeah,
so yeah. So yes, we did get married young. We met in high school and we dated throughout high school and college. So here we are, 6 years later.
She keeps hanging around.
Okay, next one. Marriage has always been easy for you.
Getting deep right off the bat. Here we go.
I wouldn't say it's been hard, but it's not been like a walk in the park either.
I think I would say just like with every other relationship, you know, even ones that you know have lasted, you know, the tales of time, all had ups and downs. I mean,
yeah.
And I would absolutely say that we had too. I mean, you know, things haven't always been easy, and sometimes whenever we're around each other a lot, we took it out on each other, and it wasn't necessarily each other's fault. It just
yeah. And I feel like we've been through a lot in our first 6 years of marriage.
Right.
From job changes, moves, infertility, adoption, miscarriage, what else?
I don't know. House buying, selling, buying. You know.
Job changes. Did I say that? I don't know. But I mean, just like with any relationship, we've had to work for it. It's been amazing, and I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. But it's definitely taken work, and I don't want people to think that it's just...
Yeah, it's definitely not just been a walk in the park. I mean, you know, there's one thing that we've always been good at is we're both always really good at checking each other. You know?
Yeah, we hold each other accountable, and...
Yeah, and, you know, if one of us seems to be going a little sideways or a little squirrely, the other one, you know, puts us back on our tracks, and
yeah,
we get going down the right direction. But it's definitely work. I think Ronan's telling you all about it over here. It's definitely work, though. It's not just wake up and, you know, 100% easy for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Next one. You can't have biological children.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you haven't been around, we do have an adopted son. He was born in February. I don't know personally that I would say we can't have biological children, but it's definitely been harder for us. We weren't able to get, I mean, we've been on this path or journey for 3 years now, and something we haven't really shared.
So we've been on the adoption journey for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
We were trying
before that,
so
something we haven't really shared a lot about, and I don't want to go into too much detail about it in this video, but we had gotten pregnant for the first time in this last December. And that ended in a miscarriage at 9 weeks right after Ronan was born. It was just a whirlwind of emotions. We brought him home and then find that out. But I wouldn't say we can't have biological children. We have not had a successful pregnancy as of right now. I don't know what the future holds for us. That's something we're in the midst of exploring and trying to get answers for. And
never say never.
Yeah.
Never say never.
We'll see. He's ready. Next one. Matt's the breadwinner in the family.
What's breadwinner, like I bring home the bacon?
I'm assuming like money is what this person meant.
I would probably, I think that's probably what they mean. You do fine for a teacher, but yes, you're a teacher. If we're being honest, our teachers, maybe controversial topic here, but I truly believe our teachers don't get paid enough. Maybe some bias as well. I don't know, but...
Let me just say, online digital learning was harder than I thought it was going to be, and it took up a lot more time than I thought it was going to, even with being in the classroom. So, perhaps to all the teachers out there that had to... navigate that in the last few months, because I know a lot of you did.
But for me, I've had a pretty amazing, successful career where I'm at, and being a regional, I will say I have no complaints about where my income is.
Yeah, definitely with me being a teacher, it's easy to say that he's probably the breadwinner of the family. And all that money goes to Ronan over here, who's talking and playing with those toys.
Absolutely, it does. I think Ronan will say, yep, more toys, more toys, more toys.
More toys, more formula. Holy moly, does that cost money, people.
Formula.
Yikes. Next question. Ashley wears the pants in the family.
For the small things, the big things, it's a debate, but I would say usually if I put my foot down on something, it's pretty much...
I would say
I'm also so let's put it this way. I'm a very laid back person.
He is. So on the little things, he kind of lets me take reign.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'll just kind of let you do the, which at work, we've talked about this before. At work, I am a decision maker all day long. Constantly, putting in plans to action and making decisions, and I want to get home and in my life, the small things I'm perfectly fine. Letting Ashley take the lead, and I will by all means fall in line until maybe a big decision comes along.
When big decisions kind of come along, that's kind of when we come to the table together. And I mean, I wouldn't say either of us wears the pants, honestly. It's we lay it all out there and we talk about it. And
one thing I think we've always done though is if one of us one of us is a yes and one of us is a no,
then it's off the table.
It's no. Yeah, there's just it has to be a unanimous yes before we can.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say either of us really wear the pants. I feel like we share that responsibility of making the decisions for ourselves.
If you had to say who's in charge more of the time, I'd say probably her, because we don't have a ton of big decisions that come along.
No, I'd say with everyday planning or something, deciding on meals or whatnot, I give him a say.
I give him a say.
I mean, but on little stuff like that, I'd say I take more of the lead. Not that he doesn't get a say at all, but
yeah, and it's not that it's not that
it's not
either
a bad
one
thing.
Of us couldn't do it. I really don't care to do it, so she does it, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, you never argue. I would
never.
Say we don't
ever.
we don't really fight. But I mean, we do have the occasional
So our personalities work really well. I don't know if anybody knows Ashley very well, but if you do,
I don't know what's coming here.
You do know that every once in a while she can get a little heated under the collar. And again, I'm a very laid back person. So simply, a lot of times I'm just like, hey, let's, yeah, exactly like you said. Generally, I'm like, hey, let's talk it out before it gets worse. And generally, we've done pretty darn well at expressing and communicating to avoid arguments. But I can absolutely tell you, we have argued in the past, just like I think any other relationship probably has.
Yeah, you run into those walls where neither of you want to back down. So
right, I mean,
but it's not. That's something that we've kind of like. That goes back to like the marriage has always been easy for you. Like you have to like navigate those waters with each other and figure out how to cohabitate with each other and how your relationship works together, and communication's key. There we go. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. So that's probably the best way to describe it. But if you think we never argue, you're wrong.
It's just part of life. And
we argue with Ronan all the time. All the time.
He always wins.
He's a back talker.
He always wins. Matt has the brains of the family.
No. Obviously, she's a teacher, guys. I think we're both in our own lanes, honestly. And I think that's what makes things so great for us.
Yeah.
We are both definitely in our own lanes. Like, math or banking, computers, I
like ride the creativity lane.
Yeah.
Ish. But I feel like my math abilities have grown. He will always beat me when it comes to mathematics. His classmates hated him because he always set the curve on tests in high school, but he'll always win on that. I'm a terrible tester.
They didn't hate me. They just preferred
you.
In math class. They did not care for me.
I'm not a good test taker, so but I feel like we're both intelligent. And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're a teacher. You don't get to be a teacher. I guess there are probably some teachers out there, but you're fantastic, and know a lot about things I don't know about, and
I have a wide
versa.
range of knowledge, like on different topics, where you're more specific and narrow.
I have a very analytical brain. She's got a more creative brain.
Yeah, I'm not an analytical person at all. I don't. Not my thing. You will adopt again.
Kind of depends on one of the questions before. If we are able to have biological children, I would never say never as well. I would say
we're still like this just happened,
Right.
I'm not against adopting again. I would love to adopt again, honestly.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
not a conversation that we've really had yet because this is so new.
The one thing we can tell you guys is adoption is not cheap, and
I think it would be down the road when we're able to build that savings back up and just really be, not that we're not financially secure right now because we are, but I mean just making that smart move for our family. There's some things that we want to happen here in the near future that we're kind of planning for. So it's definitely not something that we're against.
But I think we are going to try and pursue at first biological. If that doesn't,
we say that, but we tried that before, and obviously that didn't happen.
True.
So it's kind of in God's hands. Whatever.
We just have slight optimism because of our recent experience.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. So
that's a great question. Hard question to necessarily answer.
Yeah.
I think at some point in time in the future we probably will, though.
Yeah, definitely something that So just a matter of
maybe from the foster care system if things worked out that way or something. I don't know.
Possibly. So, and then the last question is, you want more kids? And yes, we want more kids.
Absolutely. Honestly, I want 2. That's what I've always wanted. I think she wants a little bit more.
I'd like 3, but we'll kind of see here. who knows what our future looks like, and where we're at now is not where I would have told you we were going to be 6 years ago when we first got married.
Right.
So,
she wanted a mansion. I couldn't provide. No, I'm kidding.
No. Lake house would be nice though, or a house with a pool.
I'm still here. I'm just taking
Yeah,
care
he's
of
taking
little
care of
man.
Ronan. But he's starting to get fussy because it is almost bottle time. So those are all the questions that we had today. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, the like bell, and the like button and the notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Bye.